What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. I already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. Listen, obviously, we all know that there's a big time game approaching. The NFL season is back. It's about to get epic, ladies and gentlemen. When we discussing obviously the Cowboys, the Eagles, we're gonna break it all down because the serious ramifications. Obviously, the Cowboys have been all in the news for various reasons. You know, they made a big time trade. Micah Parsons moved on, even though Jerry Jones went on a big tangent that basically he wasn't going anywhere. So a lot of people are shocked that Micah Parsons was on the move. The big time interview that he did with Stephen A. Smith, everybody was paying attention to. Um, now is game time. All of this stuff can come, be null and void if the Cowboys was able to secure a victory. You could start to slow things down. Obviously, it's going to be a tall task in order to defeat the defending champs. They are doing everything in their power to make sure that they're successful against the Cowboys. They got a new offensive coordinator. They got their own things going on in Philly. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna get into Jerry Jones. We're gonna get into everything. The NFL season is back. Put your picks down in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get active. It's Flight Sports TV. I got Phonics in the house. Phonics. We ain't gonna waste no time with the people. What's your thoughts on Jerry Jones? What's your thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys as they approach this season? They just made a big move. What can the people expect from the Dallas Cowboys?
The people can expect what they've been expecting for the last 30 years mediocrity. They're not winning anything. I mean, what losing Micah Parsons that didn't mean that means nothing. They weren't going anywhere anyway, and it's absolutely shameful that the first game of the season I have to watch them play the Eagles. First of all, the Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Why are they playing a losing team? Who? Wait, I think they. Wait, did they make the playoffs? I don't even remember. Like these dudes, the last time these dudes went to an NFC championship, I was in junior high school, and I'm in my 40s now. So what is that to say? Actually, I give Jerry Jones a lot of credit. This is the first time he really stood up to a play that he drafted and was like, yo, look, you talking all that smack, look, we not paying you, buddy. Yo, you out of here. And that's because the Cowboys is in rebuild mode. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to do anything this year. You know, they realize all this money they wasted on Dak, he's a glorified Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Win you a few games in the regular season. That's about it. Guy can't stay healthy. I mean, it's just shameful. And you're parading around here with a Dallas Cowboys hat. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, why would you even promote that? Like, it's the lowest level of success in the NFL. The Cowboys is the team worth the most in all of professional sports, some couple $1 billion, and these dudes cannot reach the promise. They can't even win a playoff game. Playoffs, like I just think the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we know they're division rivals, you know what I'm saying? We understand all of that. But yo, let that game come on like 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying, weekends from now. Let's see somebody else play. Eagles play the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Daniels, man. They was in the playoffs last year. They damn near went all the way. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see Cowboys, man. Like it's shameful and it's disrespectful. So now I got to wait till Friday to see a good game with the Chiefs and the Chargers. Like I don't know why we continuously talk about the Cowboys. Why do we continuously talk about losers who don't really matter? Their last Super Bowl was 30 years ago. The
That was a
Eagles,
long time.
yeah, forever ago. Most of
No.
your subscribers weren't even born yet.
Somehow Cowboys fans always have some kind of hope, glimmer, some kind of something, you know. But like I said, only time gonna tell. What did you think of Jerry Jones discussing that they needed to stop the run? And he alluded to that as he moved on from Michael Parsons. Um, they brought in Clark to help out with that. What do you think about the reasons for why they moved on from Michael Parsons? Was it money? They said things may have gotten personal. It was an agent involved, where basically Jerry Jones didn't want no parts of the agent. He supposedly had a handshake agreement with this man. What's your thoughts on that?
It was money, and it wasn't Jerry Jones. His son Steven probably finally stepped in and told him, like, look, you did the same thing with Dak. You pay him, and we still ain't get dividends back on that. Nah, don't pay that dude. Let that dude walk. Now, come to find out, you know what I'm saying? For him to even start week one with Green Bay, he got to get shots in his back. Pause. Like, are we serious right now?
I mean, do you really think that was true, or
No,
do
do
you
I
think
think it
it's
is true?
slang?
Yes, yeah, it's true. But how you not? How you just got paid all this money? You going to a new team and you're not even coming in the season healthy? Like, what are we doing here? So whoever advised Jerry Jones, he made a good decision finally. But that's still the offensive line is old. You know what I'm saying? Who just retired? Was it Zach Martin? One of them boys just retired. Yo, they're old. You know what I'm saying? Talking about stopping and run, they don't even have a run game. So you bad on both sides of the ball. Like I just don't want to hear it. It's not just a defensive problem; it's an offensive problem. They can't put up enough points. Dak can't stay healthy. He's all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? All they really have is CD Lamb, and that ain't saying much because he ain't that guy to me. He ain't a number one anywhere else, but he has to be a number one there. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about here, man? I just think it's really shameful that they're on prime time, the first game of the season. I just think it's really shameful.
They got Pickens in though.
Excuse me,
I said they got Pickens.
George Pickens.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I just saying they gonna have a decent offense.
George Pickens, we talking from Pittsburgh, who was a problem child there, who was pouting when he didn't get the ball. And you think
Mm-hmm.
Dak is accurate enough to give him the ball and CD? Nah, come on, man. Nah, he's gonna be pouting again. Nah,
No,
that's why.
I mean, shit. I look. Don't get me wrong. I don't give a fuck about the Dallas Cowboys. Like, shit, I hate them boys. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta think about how these receivers fit next to certain receivers. Like George Pickens is a deep threat. Like he can scratch the field. CD ain't been playing next to real deep threats. He been playing next to like Turpin. He been fast, but they ain't necessarily deep threats. You can kick. Like CD had to move up from the outside to the inside. He had to play X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Now he get to kind of solidify and stay in that X role and be straight. Or they can
But
move. They can move. Go ahead.
what you not understanding, Mike Tomlin got rid of George Pickens for a reason. He's another Antonio Brown. You can have all that
Mm.
talent, but if you can't keep their heads in the game, then what does it matter?
I
What
mean,
does it
I
matter?
feel you, but this is a contract year for Jordan Pickens, so I don't think you really gonna find too much reason why he gonna just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I ain't defending them boys, George Pickens. Like, I don't feel like George Pickens that dude. I feel like he's a good, like I said, he a good deep threat. That's pretty much to me all he is. He ain't going across the middle. He ain't a slot. He ain't really a X to be a block. He ain't a blocker first of all. To even be an X. So he like. I mean, but at the end of the day, like you gotta think about it. What else they got? You say they ain't got a run game. You want think they gonna air it out?
Can Dak air it out?
Yeah, that said y'all shit on Dak. Dak like top 10 for team now.
Yo,
Dak
man,
just
get
been
him off of
hurt.
this. Yo, hey, man, get him off the show. Yo, get him off the show. Now he's just
He
talking
down
really
there
outside
top
of his
10,
neck.
top
What the hell
10
is wrong with you?
as a passer.
Dak ain't no
Fine.
top 10 in nothing but
Fine.
R&R. That's rest and relaxation.
I
What
mean,
the
if you
hell you
say
talking
injuries,
about?
I feel the injuries he ain't there, but I mean, shit,
Dude said
that
top.
don't take away from his game.
You have to play to get stats like that. How he barely plays, and you talking about he's in the top. He's not in the top 10 or anything.
When I say top 10,
He.
I'm talking about as a top 10 as a quarterback. As
What
like
else could you be
what you
talking about?
want.
That's the only position he plays.
I understand. No, but why you saying is you got some players that like I'll take for example, Jalen Hurts, right? He gets shit on because people don't feel like he's a passer as much as he's just a systemized RPO quarterback. When you look at Dak, Dak ain't that. Dak can sit in the pocket and pick you apart.
And there's something else, Dak, and he ain't a Super Bowl winner. So please do not put him in the same sentence as
I
Jalen.
mean, I
Please
feel
don't do
that,
that.
but you
Don't do
can't.
that.
But you can't
Don't do
just
that.
say because of Jalen been to the Super Bowl, he won a Super Bowl. That makes him a better
What the hell
quarterback.
you mean? That's the
So
pinnacle.
So you okay? Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question. Elvis Gerback, right? No, the fucking Elvis Gerback, right? Look at any quarterback. Nick Foles. It's Emmett Gerback. What was his name? Was the quarterback Trent Dilfer? Those
What
quarterbacks
about
played
him?
one season and won a Super Bowl with a good team around him, a good defense, a top offense, and all he had to do was, hey, don't turn the ball over. Hey, hand the ball over.
Exactly. Exactly. So okay. So you got to give a guy credit for playing mistake-free football, but you have to be there to play. You have to be available, and your team has to
I
be
get
there.
that. I get that.
Dak ain't win a playoff game. What are we talking about here?
I get that. I get that. But at the end of the day, as a quarterback, what you want from a quarterback, you ain't finding. You might not find 10 quarterbacks better because you're gonna have to go. Once you get past the big 4 and 5, then
Why are
what?
you
You gonna
still on
go in
this?
the.
Why are you still on the show? You're talking crazy right now.
I
What do you
mean, I
mean
just
you
telling
can't
you what it
find 10
is.
quarterbacks better than Dak? What are you talking about? There's 31 teams. How do you mean you can't find 10 quarterbacks that's better than Dak right now? Are you serious?
I
Are you saying
telling
this with
you.
a straight face?
I telling you from of a standpoint of quarterbacking. Don't think about winning games as a team. Don't think about Super Bowls. Think
Nah,
about
that's what you have to
no
think about.
no. Think about dropping back. Whether it's a 3 or 5, and now you got a process. Not no one read and that's it. I talking about okay, first reading it, second reading it, boom. Let me hit them on that hit.
Stop talking about the technicalities because number one, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, which is a
I
storied
man,
franchise.
okay, cool,
You go there, you're
but we talking
supposed to
about Dak
win.
right now.
You talking about stats. This ain't baseball. Don't nobody care about stats.
I ain't say
People
nothing
care
about
about
stats.
wins and losses.
I ain't
What
say
are you
nothing about
talking
stats.
about?
Why I say about stats?
You talking about he's one of the top 10 quarter in passing. Don't nobody care about that. Is
I ain't
he
say
winning
that.
games?
That I
In
ain't
the
say that.
last 2 years,
I
how
said
much has he been on the field?
as a quarterback, what you want from a quarterback. I ain't talking about yards. I
I
talking
want my
about the
quarterback to
mental
win.
side.
How about that? I want my quarterback to win. How about that? That's what I
I
want. I
mean,
want my
said
quarterback to win.
two things could be true.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. hmm
So you're looking
I
forward to
want my
Dallas
quarterback to
season?
win. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody who can't stay healthy, who be throwing interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Can't even read defenses. Just throwing the ball anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Who
Can't
can't read
stay healthy.
defense? See, that's
Dak.
why I talking about, bro. Like you sound crazy. You sound crazy. That problem is that he can't read defense, bro. That's not a problem. Oh shit! I don't even
Look,
plug
man.
this.
Look, he got his money. He robbed the bank without a gun. Take it to the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Give somebody else
Well,
opportunity
you
because
know he been injured for a lot of that contract.
Yeah, like
yeah. I just said that.
that. To me, Dak is a little bit more mobile. What you call it? Andy. Remember when Andy Dalton been in Cincinnati, but with a stronger
Yeah.
arm too. That's how I look at it. I don't look at him like he like you gotta think about it. Like when I say a top 10 quarterback, I ain't looking at just like the low like Jalen. Like I can't keep not going to Jalen Hurts when I say this because I used to feel like this about Lamar Jackson too. It's like
But
I
we
used to
know you
feel
don't know what you're talking about, so we're not taking you serious. Neither is the listener. Nobody's taking you serious right now.
hit
I
all right
mean,
here
you
no
saying
hit,
Capeman for Dak.
right here no there. But what I'm saying is keeping for Dak. That sounds crazy. I was a Commander fan, bro. I've been a Redskins fan my whole life. I got no reason to keep for Dak. But what I'm saying is, when I look at quarterbacks in this league, and I look at okay, cool, take his legs away. What can he do? Ain't too much that can do too much on some real shit. Ain't too much that can do too much.
Is he helping his team get better? Is he winning games?
He
No.
hurt. He been getting hurt. Then he be times
Nigga,
where it's like
availability is your best
you just say
ability.
he
Don't
been
nobody.
hurt.
And I didn't
He
use it
can't
as an
help win
excuse.
games
I
if he
use it as
hurt.
a negative factor. It doesn't matter. You're supposed to stay healthy. If you can't, yo, we have no use for you. That's how sports work. Ask your boy Flight. He's a fan of many of us who haven't
Bro,
stayed healthy
listen,
for years.
go and talk to all these teams that can't find a franchise quarterback to save their life and tell them that same shit.
Yeah. You see what's going on with Cleveland.
Yeah, like
What do you
that shit ain't
mean?
easy to
Hold
find a
on,
quarterback like that, bro.
hold on. What do you mean? No. Yes, it's easier than what they making it because they have poor GMs, they have poor scouts, and they
Nah,
don't
poor
want to pay any
GMs.
money.
Man,
You know what I'm
that
saying? Like,
money ain't got nothing to do with quarterbacking, right? Talking about like
Now, how you get
All these
Deshaun
teams.
Watson?
No,
But
hold
Jerry
on. Like,
Jones ain't want to pay the money either, obviously.
Yes, he did. He paid Dak. Dak was the highest paid quarterback at the time when he got his
But
deal.
they
and
had
he
to
only
pay
and that
Mike.
only
They
happened
didn't
because
want
he
to pay
paid him
Mike.
late.
Exactly, but he got paid nevertheless, and he ain't returned his investment yet.
But that's
He's in
why
the
I'm
red.
saying Dak Bunny ain't winning beforehand. So when he give him that contract, it's like, shit, what you gonna do? You need a quarterback. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna let him sign. Like, think about it. My team
No,
is hold up. My team Washington, right? We ain't had a quarterback since RG3 for that one season that he been great. And then we move on to Kirk Cousins for like 7 years of Kirk
kept
Cousins
franchising
not
him.
doing nothing but being a mid quarterback. And it's been hard for us to move off of him. We've been giving them mad money to stay on them franchise tag. And then
You
we
did.
finally been like,
That was
man, you know
silly.
what? Let it go.
That was silly. Okay, but let me ask you a question then, right? Let me ask you a question. And we don't know if this is long term yet because this man is in his second season. But how
Right.
did you acquire Jaden Daniels?
Draft.
Okay then. Okay then. Nobody wants to build a team like that anymore. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody wants to win now. So that's why they hold on to these quarterbacks. Atlanta drafted Michael Penix Jr., but they paid Kirk Cousins all that money. Why? Because we want to win now. We don't want to have to develop nobody. We want to win now. That's
Okay,
silly.
so what the point you making with the Jaden thing?
No, the point I was making is you got him through the draft. You know what I'm saying? You didn't acquire him via free agency or anything like that or a trade. You
Uh
got a rookie. You're developing the rookie. Now he's
huh.
probably gonna
Uh
be
huh.
a bust this year because the Commanders just suck anyway. You
That
know what I'm
sounds
saying? He'll be
crazy.
a bust this year. Yeah, he'll be. Yeah, he's gonna get hurt too. He's a little flimsy little dude too. He need to put some muscle on. He's a
How
little
you
He
gonna
did.
flimsy
predict
little
an
dude.
injury?
He did. He put 25 pounds on.
I haven't seen him yet. I haven't seen
Well,
him
nah,
yet.
let me start say 25 pounds. He put some weight on though. But at the end of the day, it's like just like how with Dallas they get Dak through the draft. How much quarterbacks come out in the draft that people hit on? Bo Nix playing good. I ain't taking nothing away from Bo Nix, but Bo Nix playing within the system with Sean Payton, and he do got a low playmaker in him. Jaden
And
Daniels,
he played good in
he was the
college
best
too.
quarterback coming out of college. The problem was he had that tape on him, like not tape. Then he had that hype that Caleb had. Caleb, if anybody look at Caleb last season in
He's a
USC,
bust.
he
He's a
doing the
bust.
same thing he been doing at
He
USC. He's just
is.
doing it in the NFL. He's trying to play hero
He,
ball. He
Yeah,
can't
he
play
got a
he,
lot
within the
of pressure
system.
on him this year.
Yeah,
he is.
you got
I
to
agree
make
with you.
quick
He's a
decisions.
bust.
Chicago got to do something.
So that's why I say you don't always hit on quarterbacks in the draft, even if you got the number one overall pick. So
No, you don't.
even if Dak,
But it,
they find mind you not, and that's why I always say about Jalen Hurts too. They find these players in later rounds, and like these
I
first
agree.
overall pick. So when they don't become something that you don't that like Jalen Hurts winning is like, oh, he overachieving for wherever he been drafted at. When Dak playing bad, it's like you got to remember he been a fourth round quarterback for a reason.
Okay, but hold on. Don't get it twisted for a minute. Don't you ever get it twisted. Jalen Hurts was the truth in college. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get that twisted. What you mean, He's a national champion. What do you mean,
I
He
feel
came in
that,
for
but
he came in for Tua. He came in for Tua and won that game. What you mean? Come on,
I
man.
feel
Stop it,
you.
man.
I ain't saying that he
Come on.
wasn't the man, but it's like
Come on, man.
he ain't been playing enough. He ain't been playing to the level where you be like, yeah, he a first rounder. So he ain't been
It
that
doesn't
much of the
it,
man.
it,
At the
it
end of the
doesn't
day,
matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He got a Super Bowl ring. And he's
I
part of
I
the reason why they
understand
do
that,
have
but
a
see,
Super Bowl ring.
you can't bring up team success when we just talking about an individual. Because if we talking about team,
I said
that
he's
one.
part of the reason. I said part. I didn't say he was the whole reason. He's part. It's a
Okay,
team.
so when I look at Jalen Hurts, I don't say, okay, cool. Let me look at everything around him. It's like, say, okay, what is Philadelphia asking him to do really? When you really break down the tape, when you really look at what's going on, what are they really asking him to do? They asking him not to make mistakes. Cool. That's a game manager. Okay, cool. He got some legs, so he can make some moves around. Okay, cool. He a little bit above a game manager. But then when you ask him, like, don't get me wrong now, like, people will say, oh, he can't sit back and pass it. I believe he can make throws. I ain't saying he can't make every throw that you need to make. He make a lot of those comebacks. He don't go too much over the middle, and he like to air it out. That ain't really too much different than what Russ been doing. So at the end of the day, when Russ been playing, like, I mean, I don't. You might look at Russ. I never look at Russ like a top five quarterback in the league when he been at his best. Say he been hanging on in the top 10 to me. Well, no, I can say
Russell,
that. Russ
he
been
was he
cutting
was
down.
I he was I when he was I. He's washed now, but he
Yeah,
had his time.
yeah.
He had his time. But I mean, even if you take the lower draft picks for example, like I mean, Shador Sanders, he's a bust. You know what I'm saying? But Cleveland drafted him. You know what I'm saying?
I
Now,
mean, but when he get drafted, at you can't say he a bust.
mhm. Yeah,
He's
he's a
still on the
bust.
roster.
Yeah, he's a bust though. But maybe if what I'm saying, he get a chance to develop, he can become an okay quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to develop no
He
more,
got
man.
he got done a raw deal, man.
See, the
Yeah,
thing
we
about
had that done.
Shadur is he not saying he process things slow, but it's like he don't get the ball out quick enough for the offense that he in. If you put him in an offense where he allowed to create what he want to create, or he can run the plays he want to run, that he
That's not how the
comfortable with.
NFL works. What do you
I know,
mean?
and I know, and that's the problem. That's why I say I
Well, then
can't
he's
really
stupid.
have his back
He
on certain things
he's
because it's
stupid.
like, no, it ain't even that. It ain't even
He,
that.
he does. He talks like he's a little slow. He does. Talks like it takes him a long time to process information. He doesn't seem too intelligent. He doesn't speak well. Doesn't seem too intelligent. But
I
yeah, but go on.
mean, I just say like shit. Intelligent people who don't speak well.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, he seems like he might be a little autistic or something. Shout out to my autistic people out there, but
Speaking of
But
the Sanders family, finals, what's your thoughts on what happened with Coach Prime Deion Sanders? Because you was on the record as saying he was going to get exposed. What the hell happened against Georgia Tech?
oh man, hey, my Rambling Wreck came through, man, took care of business, man. He got out coached. You know what I'm saying? He just got out coached, man. And you know what I'm saying? All the hype is gone now, man. You know what I'm saying? All he can do now is just he better buckle down, man. But he's another one. He never really had any good formal, as far as I know, any tutelage on how to become a real coach. You know what I'm saying? He depends on his coordinators, and he's just basically just a figurehead, and he's the face. Because like old boy was just saying, Shador was basically allowed to just go out there and just throw the ball. I don't even think they
yeah,
were drawing up plays. Just throw the ball. We ain't running it. Just throw the ball because we want to pad your stats. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And now he's getting exposed. So I'm hopeful that his season goes down the toilet. I'm very hopeful of that. You know,
Wow. What's up with Bill Belichick, UNC?
he got embarrassed, man.
What's going on with these high profile coaches and high profile names just getting looking like it seemed like something's after them? What's your thoughts on that? On
Belichick should have
UNC?
retired, man. You know what I'm saying? He should have went to college, man. He should have retired. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
even
This shit,
that. Like, ain't even that,
man.
bro. You gotta think about it. Like Dion and Belichick, like them boys turning over entire rosters. Like when it come to college, this ain't NFL where you can damn have years on the player. You go in free agency, go get them or make a trade for them. You literally gotta do the transfer portal. That's your way of quote unquote trading in college and whatnot,
How you
or
figure?
signing a
How you
free agent.
figure? I
And
know
no,
how you
hold
figure.
on.
You
And
got
then when it come
NIL.
to like recruiting,
Yeah.
that recruiting is what it is. Like he ain't really have you. I feel like in college, especially when it comes to football, you need a few years of recruiting before you can really build a winner.
But
Unless
they
you
don't
one of
do
them
that
coaches.
anymore, bro.
No, but they do still recruit. They just get the
Yeah,
higher profile players through the transfer portal, or them
but
boys
how
just
you?
pay for them.
Okay, then. So those are your players. You talking about dudes that's just gonna be a part of the team. But if you want a high profile name, you got to pay, and you can't tell
No,
me
I
the
no, I
University of
get
North
that part.
Carolina
But
ain't
what I'm
getting
saying
money.
is you still got to build out the team. That's like, but any
But you,
that. Go ahead.
UNC don't got the money.
No,
Michael
I'm not.
Jordan
No,
went
I
there.
ain't saying that they don't got the money. You still got to get the player that want to take the money to go there. That means you got to keep outbidding this player for this team, for this team. Now that leave you kind of exposed to other players that you may want to bring in for money. So you got to still recruit. You still got to build out a team around these players that you're paying for. Because every one of them ain't getting paid for you like that.
UNC is a basketball town, man. It ain't a football
I
town.
get that. See, basketball is different. You ain't
Mm.
need to buy 8, 9 motherfucking superstars. You just need 2 or 3 of them to come.
Well, what I meant by that is the University of North Carolina has a name. Players are gonna want to
Right?
go there. They know it's a pipeline to the NBA, like Duke or whatever. But
Yeah.
we talking about football. Who want to go play football for North Carolina? Who in the ACC when there's only two world beaters, well, three world beaters in the ACC: Clemson, Miami, and Florida State. Now, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the top dogs. Duke ain't coming out of nowhere. Pitt ain't coming out. No, you know what I'm saying? North Carolina ain't coming out. So Syracuse ain't coming out. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
nah,
say
nah.
you can say that, but at the end of the day, like you got Drake May that go on there last year. They kind of known like a quarterbackish type friendly type of college team. So they'll
Trubisky
always
was there
go get a
too,
good, decent quarterback.
and Trubisky was there too. Where's he at now?
Oh no, don't get me wrong. Now, I ain't saying these motherfuckers pan out in the NFL. but they look
Okay.
good as hell in college
Okay.
because they're in a quarterback friendly system. And Belichick gonna realize quick that a lot of these younger dudes, they don't really take the like hard coaching. So if he coaching them boy hard for the first year, he'll have a crop of them that gonna be like, okay, cool, we running through a brick wall for him, blah blah blah, and all that shit. There, but man, once that money start getting involved and them churn making like a couple of $1 million a play on that team, he like, I understand you built Belichick, but nigga, like, wow, like wow, we could tell me, I'll just go somewhere else for a bigger check. I'll sit this
I don't
whole
think.
year out.
I just think he should have retired, man. His legacy was intact, man. Like, why you know what I'm saying? How you gonna go down? Like, you coach at the highest level. Why would you go down to No, nobody does that. You know what I'm saying? You might have a coach that was in college and went to the pros for like a year or two, like Nick Saban, and it didn't work out. Okay, he went back to college, and where did he retire from? College. You know what I'm saying? Steve Spurrier. You know what I'm saying? People like that. But ain't nobody going to be the second winningest coach in all the pro football history, you know what I'm saying, to go to college.
It's a new challenge. Challenges, going to college itself was a whole another challenge for. And if just because you had a bunch of success in the NFL, that don't mean you can have a bunch of success in college. But that's still a challenge for a lot of them. Like Saban down win a national championship. Saban in the NFL? Don't Saban got a ring like as an assistant coach or something like that?
I don't know, but why would you downgrade? Saban is not a nigga. He's not.
But he may not
He's
look
not.
at it like a downgrade. He may look at it like another challenge. You got to think about what else he gonna do. Football is his whole life. Teaching football is his entire life. The
Man, he's
NFL ain't
70
really at
something
war
years
no
old.
more.
He got a little 20-something-year-old hottie. Go let that boy
Hey,
hunt, man.
listen,
And chill.
think about it now. Like, shit, you ain't dealing with a bunch of grown men. You dealing with a bunch of kids. You get to teach, like, not just teach as in teach the offense. You get to teach technique. You get to teach things that on the next level they go want. Like, for some people, especially people who've been teaching their entire life, like they always gonna want that next thing of the continuing teaching. But like to him, this may be challenging. Like, how much college coaches win a Super Bowl and national championship? To say you the best head coach ever, to say you the best football head coach ever, I mean, why not throw a college ring on it?
He's not gonna throw a college ring on it. You know that, and I know that.
He may not, but I
No, he
mean,
won't.
shit, worth a
No, he
try.
won't. He won't.
He worth
So,
a
so it's
try.
worth a try to tarnishing your legacy and getting embarrassed on
And
national
tarnishing his
television
legacy. Think about it. In the
opening weekend.
NFL, he been used to having control as being the GM and the head coach. Ain't no other team is giving him that right now based on how the Patriots kind of collapsed over the last couple of years. So the only way you're gonna get that is in college. Like in college, he can recruit who you want to. He can damn go in the transport to get whoever you want to. He can make every decision football wise if he want to. Like there's no ball. Like he is the AD of the program. So it's like I mean, you may viewed as a downgrade, but for a lot of people that
No, everybody else does too. No, not just me. Everybody else does too. He's the
I
laughing stock
mean,
right now, college football. Stop it. Stop it. He's the
no, I
laughing
don't
stock.
think that. I don't think that.
The
I
way his team got their ass whooped on opening weekend, come on,
man,
man.
but he turned the entire roster over. Who was he supposed to roll out there to be like, yeah,
Nobody
we
wants
about
to
to?
hear that,
That was
bro. Not in the
expected
age,
loss.
bro. Not in the age of the transfer portal, and you know what I'm saying, the NIL. Pope, what up, man? What's good with you?
Shout out to the Pope.
Mm-mm. Nah,
Nah,
man.
but listen, man, Bill Belichick. You see what happened? Went up in smokes.
Yeah,
But
give
it
him a
seemed
couple of
like all these
years.
high-profile names. It seemed like somebody's after him. The boogeyman is after him. It seemed like Deion Sanders going through some troubles. He don't have Travis and the crew there. He lost to Georgia Tech. They do play Delaware. I think that's a lock. Are you ready to say that's a lock, or we need to slow down?
I mean, yeah, look, man, it's one game. You know what I'm saying? How my team lost this weekend. Clemson lost, man. You know what I'm saying? It's one game. You know, the good thing now about the college football playoff, they, expanded the teams, man. So now a one loss or two loss team can still get in as long as you win your conference. More than likely, you're going to get in. You know what I'm saying? So if they can coast the way out and win their conference, they might be in there.
Well, at least you acknowledge that.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, shit is crazy what's going on with UNC, but
Yeah,
Jerry
but
Jones.
Arch Manning.
Yeah, oh yeah, Arch Manning. Yeah, good call. How we forgot about Arch. What's up with Arch?
I think he got
We
a.
don't.
I look at it like Peyton Manning. Everybody think Peyton Manning had this strong ass arm. Peyton Manning arm ain't never really been real strong. When I see Arch. I don't know if it's his throwing motion or that just his arm strength, but I don't think he got it in his arm like that. And I know I ain't saying it just because he threw him in the dirt a couple of times. Like that happened, ball might have slipped, whatever. But it's like certain throws, like he had a corner route where he was two defenders on him, whatever, and Ohio State defense OD, so you can't take that from them, boy, whatever. But it's like he ain't had no drive on the ball. That I mean, like the ball just been sailing on him, and that just come from like he putting his all into every throw. I know, but I don't think he it, bro. Like how I've been looking at this shit, like you been a 3-star athlete from a nobody ass high school, and you couldn't beat out a seventh rounder. It's like that shit like that makes more sense why he ain't- I know people been saying, oh, well, Quentin Ewers had a bunch he had a bunch of promo, not promo, he had a bunch of advertisement, whatever. So Texas that won him. Man, fuck all that shit. If this the next generation, if he supposed to beat us at the third, he should have beat him out.
Yeah, but I think he's going through the same thing that the Sanders kids went through. You know what I'm saying? Like because of who his uncles is, everybody expects him to be there. That's number one. Number two, he's just starting his campaign. He did not start last year. Get a kid some time, man, to get into that role.
He
Like
did
everybody
start
go
last year.
and yo, no, he didn't. He
He
didn't
started
start
a
last
couple of
year.
yes,
Oh
he
boy,
did.
Why
He
you got
started
so
like
much patience for
he
Arch,
started
but
like
not
two games
for
last
the
year,
other
bro.
players like Shador and all these other people?
Shador's in the pros. What do you mean?
I mean, I know, but it's his first time. I mean,
Because
you don't got
you
no
want to know
kind
the
of
difference?
consideration for him.
Okay, because
Arch
you
just
want to know.
giving out red carpet treatment.
Okay, but you want to know the difference? Archie
What?
Manning is not arrogant. He's humble. You know what I'm saying? He's
How
humble.
so? How
He's
so?
I was about to say
what should
that.
have you heard? What should have you heard him talking?
When
When you see him with his
I can tell you
sunglasses
right.
on and
You
big
want to tell you? You
chains?
want me to tell you? You want to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
When the reporters when Arch his granddaddy had tell him, boy, don't expect Arch Manning to come out this year to the draft or whatever. And media said that to him, and he been like, oh well, I ain't know where he get that from. Like I ain't never said that. I ain't basically saying like, oh, I mean shit. I know I go into the pros. Like I know why he said that. Like if I coming out, like I don't know what y'all talking about.
So that
That's
don't
him
make him
being
arrogant.
cocky.
That
That's him
okay?
being
So
arrogant.
I want my players to be no. He's not arrogant. There's that's the difference between cocky and arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Arrogant is the sunglasses on, the big chains. Oh, we got all the rappers by the sidelines, and we this and we that, and we ain't even won nothing. We ain't won a national championship, but my daddy, who was my coach, retired my number. I ain't even won a Heisman or a
Okay, so
national
I wait for
championship.
okay. So what's cocky
You said what?
and what's cocky?
Cocky is a bravado.
Isn't it
All good players
okay?
should
Is it
have that.
okay? If somebody being arrogant, isn't that a bravado? Isn't that's their
No,
bravado? Isn't
arrogance is
that
not a
who it is?
bravado. No. Arrogance
No,
is a
what I'm
form
saying is,
of.
if I giving off something, if I'm giving off bravado, I'm giving off this bold and confident person, right? But you just calling it arrogance and cockiness, swag. If somebody just confident in themselves,
That's what
arrogance
niggas
is
call it. It's not swag, but that's
no
what niggas call
arrogance
it.
and
It's not
cockiness
swagging.
is I know I good and I about to go out here and as a rookie, I dominate this league. Confident is okay, I know I a rookie. I know these people good out here. I'm gonna give them my best. I'm gonna try to take over this league. I'm good enough to be here.
But
That's
my thing is
confidence and
this:
cockiness.
why are we talking? We talking about one game, and they played the national champions. We acting like Ohio State is bums or something. They
I, no,
not
I
bums.
give them the
They
props
national
earlier. I
champions.
give them the props earlier. To be real with you, I see you can't take nothing from them boy because they defense OD. I know they defense good. I just talking about a certain throw, like I said, is a corner route he been throwing. He It's like he ain't setting his feet. The arm angles like he trying to throw 3 quarters, but he ain't getting no drive on the ball, so the ball sailing on him. The interception he throw, the ball sail on him. Even the comeback route that I forget the receiver name. He come back on dirt. He putting his all into every throw because to me, I personally want to believe that he just don't got that strong arm. He don't got that Eli Manning arm. He got he get Peyton arm and his daddy athleticism.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't,
That's
that's okay. He's not them. He's his own man.
and that's
I mean,
and they go
Deion Sanders is a
and
Hall
guess
of
what?
Fame. He's a Hall of Fame football player. His sons
I
will never be Hall
guarantee
of
you,
Famers.
if he played just decent this season, he'll still go in the first round. He got a first round that last name, but a fifth round arm.
Oh shit.
Like think about it. If Shador had gone number one and he had get the up not number one, if he had gone in the first round and he been getting the opportunities that The other first round quarterback. Well, I can't even say other first round quarterback because Jackson Dottie ain't even starting. Damn. Who else going in the first? Well, Cam, of course, he started. He ain't got no fucking choice. Um, who else going? Man, they all been in the first round. I think about it.
I gotta see what Cam gonna do. I gotta see
I
what he
like.
What
gonna
I
you
do.
feel
mean?
like Cam.
What Cam you talking about? Tennessee?
Yeah,
Cam
Cam
Ward.
Ward.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Tennessee.
Yeah, from the
Who
Hurricanes.
they play? Denver.
I want to say they. I think their first game was Denver.
Yeah,
That
they
gonna
got to
be
deal with
tough
Bo
right there,
Nix. We was
boy.
just talking about him. I
That
mean,
gonna be a
that's
tough
gonna be
match.
something special.
I don't know
Uh,
about that, but I'm about to get up out of here, man.
yeah,
I gotta.
shout out to you, Phonics.
All right, bro. Y'all be
We
easy.
we're gonna be breaking down that game. We ain't going nowhere. Shout out, no panic. We're gonna be breaking down coverage too tomorrow. So make sure y'all stay tuned. What we got coming for the people. Um, no panic, man. It's crazy what's going on in the football world. Back to what we was discussing slightly with the Cowboys. What's your thoughts on this Micah Parsons deal? You know, because it seemed like Jerry Jones shit got personal. He didn't want to consult with the agent and this, that, and the third. You don't think he was trying to take advantage of Micah Parsons by trying to exclude the agent? And what kind of precedence is that setting when you got Jerry Jones trying to basically cut deals without the agent being present? I think that's kind of crazy, in my humble opinion, to
Yeah,
even impose that on a player.
yeah. I think that way, but he just had feel slighted because he feel like I talked to Micah. Me and Micah don't agree, so we only need him to look over it to make sure you know it's whatever we say is in the paperwork. But the agent like, no, we ain't doing it like that. We doing it like this because we need to talk about this. And Jerry probably looking at it like we ain't need all that. You know what I mean? Like, but so I do feel like he wrong for trying to talk to Micah about a contract when you call him in there for a leadership meeting. As far as the trade is like. It's like I don't disagree with the trade. I just disagree with like the timing of it. Unless now, like he do got that back situation. If the back situation one of them things where he gonna have to get the epidural shots every single week all season, it's like I understand why Jerry would want to try to get off him now. And it's like, man, listen, we ain't about to let him play this season. Then he get more hurt. Then now we can't trade him, and now we gotta pay him. It's like that's what I get, but I know, man. I'd like to see Cowboys like fall apart. Like that's it's good news to
That's
me.
what it looked like. You know, another thing I want to say, because I was discussing this off camera with some people today. Um, Obviously, the Philadelphia, they the favorites, right? You got
Yeah.
all this shit percolating right now with Dallas. You know, who's to say that Dallas don't go in there and just win? I know it's gonna be a tall task, you
Mm.
know, but Dallas really could use this win, you know, and it would shock a lot of people. And I think, like I said, I think Vegas, you know, they do a lot of tricky things. You know, obviously, if you're a betting man, you're gonna put it all on Philly. What's the odds that Dallas could go in there and upset Philadelphia?
See, that's hard to say because you gotta think about it. Like they had so much going on this off season. They ain't about to go into the. They did defensively. They going into the game, but a whole new game plan from what they probably been expecting all off season. Because you ain't got no like who once you trade Michael away, like who you got to play that role of a pass rusher? I understand all that everybody's saying about he don't protect the run, whatever. I get that part, but it's like cool passing downs when you know they passing. Who you got to be that damage on the edge or whatever? Or not even on the edge because you can move Michael all around. Y'all get Kenny, not y'all, but they get Kenny Clark. I mean, shit, that'll help with the run, but I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like I don't see them slowing down fully. I don't see them slowing down fully.
Yeah, Chuck Morris said
And
it's
I
easy to
also
say,
don't see
you
them
know,
like just but see, Philly got an
Philly
issue
just
with
got
this.
too much.
Yeah, Philly got an issue with this second cornerback. So if you got Pickens on one side and you got CD on one side, at this point it's like because Eagles play like a zone defense. They like to play zone. They let they four in the front rush alone. Zach Bond dropping the coverage. That good enough to pick that apart, but you need routing. You need if you gonna send Pickens on like a if you gonna send him on like corners or you see them on posts and streaks, it's like yeah he gonna kind of scratch the defense for you in that regard. But you need everybody. You need CD, whoever you got playing in the slot. You need them to be on point. You need your tight end to be on point as far as finding space in that zone. So I just don't see. I just don't think Dallas got that in them for them to like. You know what I mean? Like just do too much damage to Philly, and Philly damn sure gonna move the ball on them.
What you say
It's
about
hard to
Philly?
go against Philly, man. It's hard to go. As much as I want Philly to lose, like even though I don't fuck with Dallas, I do kind of want Philly to lose because the boy built the ass us last year. But
Yeah,
I don't see them. I don't see them fucking with the Eagles tomorrow. I think Eagles come out there. I don't know. Like think about it. Like defensively, Eagles did lose a few players.
yeah, they did the whole defense.
Yeah, like they trade CJ away. Um, who else they let go? Slade gone. That's leadership. And another player, what a defensive tackle, Milton Williams. And like I say, like that, I don't believe that they're gonna be worse or nothing like that. I think they got a philosophy on defense that as long as you got the right players and they doing their job within that defense, like they good. I feel like they got that shit already sold up. The problem gonna be with the leadership and that back end. You need another corner, and hey, y'all trust that safety back there to replace CJ.
Right.
That
I
could be the
don't know. I
main thing.
think
I
it's
don't
gonna
see
be a
how they
good
defense
look.
go without CJ.
Yeah.
But they damn sure damn favorites to return around Super Bowl. I can tell you that much as I don't like to say it.
What you don't like to say?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I said they sure the favorites to make it back to the Super Bowl, much as I don't like to say it.
Yeah, I mean Philly. Yeah, that's why I said Philly is the overwhelming favorite. It's gonna be a tall task, but like you said, CD on one side, you got Pickens on the other side. You know, I mean, things could get tricky. I mean, you flip. Let's see what happens. At the very least, you just said they got problems at corner. Um, the defense, you know, like we just stated, they lost some people. They got a new offensive coordinator. You
Yeah,
know, a
that too.
lot
I
of
forget
people
about
feel
that.
like,
Yeah,
even though Dallas got a new coach, you
yeah.
know, so but it's just
Like Dallas got a straight roster now. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't think Dallas gonna be just some pushover team. Dallas gonna give a couple people problems now, but I just don't see them. Like I personally believe in our division, I believe we're gonna have three representatives. I think it's
who's
gonna be
that?
us, Eagles, and Cowboys. I think all three of us make the playoffs.
I'm with you. We're gonna find out. Only time gonna tell. You know, but Dallas, they got. Let's see. I mean, they the underdogs. I just feel like sometimes when everybody just think the other team have no shot, they end up messing around and winning. So I was
Yeah.
banking on that. But let's see if they make it interesting. What do you think, Dak? What do you think the matchup between Dak and Jalen Hurts? How that's going?
Like I said, I fuck with Jalen Hurts. I fuck with Jalen Hurts, but if you asking me who the better quarterback, like like I said, when I think about quarterback position, I understand that shit. I'm moving to a position where everybody mobile now, like Josh Allen mobile, Patrick mobile, Lamar mobile. I get all that, but it's like true quarterbacking in the playoffs when it really matter comes in. Take their legs away. What can they do? Like Stafford down there almost beat Philly in that snow game. And really think about it last year in the playoffs. Had that deep that shot the Puka on the sideline, and then they couldn't get in the end zone from right there with the time going down. So he like, you know, that's how I look at Hurts. But Hurts get the job done now. You can't take that from him, but I know. I think Dak gonna go off. I think Dak gonna. I know, man. I can't really call it. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I don't. I really don't think Cowboys gonna be sad this year. I don't think they're gonna be a sorry team. But I also don't see them boys just game one opening season damn beating Philly, and they getting their rings. Well, not the rings, but they getting their banner hang.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna come up there. Damn. Well, Dallas might get teed the fuck up, boy.
You said who
But
might
I
go?
know.
What you say?
I said Dallas might get teed up.
Nah,
Never know.
shout out Chuck. He going hard for Dallas in the chat. He's saying Dak could throw. I mean, you was high on Dak. You know, people make it seem like Dak is nobody, right?
Yeah, I trying to tell you, man. Listen, I a Commander fan, so I don't even supposed to be saying shit like that about Zach, but I'm Dak. But Dak is a solid quarterback. Like he just like I said, he was injured last year. When Dak was playing, they won it in the regular season. It's just that playoffs. It's like yeah, you can if you want to put Jalen Hurts over him because of the playoff winning the championship. Okay, I get it. Like cool, you can have your argument on that side. But we talking about, hey, you can't move in the pocket, do your job. I know, man. Ain't too much quarterbacks better than that. And like, think about, remember Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins get all that money in. Kirk Cousins had no wheels on him or nothing,
No.
but he can get that ball where he need to go at.
Yeah, well, you saw, yeah. He was a good quarterback. You know, he moved the
Yeah.
chains.
I said, people, like I said, Dak, to me, Dak is a top 10 quarterback.
No, I mean, you speaking high on him.
But shit, to me, I feel like damn Baker Mayfield is like a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, I like Baker Mayfield. I got Baker over Atlanta. Who you got Atlanta versus Tampa? Who you think gonna win?
Tampa.
Yeah, you think Tampa gonna win big.
Yeah, I know they go win big, but Tampa damn near Tampa ready. Tampa fucking ready. Like I said, when we beat them in the first round last year, I can say we only beat them because of one play, but the thing that happened with them was he fumbled late in the game, and that's how we get the ball back and going up. And then they come back and tie the game, and then that's when we had the ball last. But other than that, like shit, the Bucks is a problem. They just draft that receiver. Shit, they're gonna be a problem. Defensively, they already been good. They just run into the wrong team on the wrong year. This year, that's all. Cause shit, we played in the first game of the season last year. So we already know what time we're going with them by the time we come to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, like shit. I think Buccaneers gonna beat them. I don't see Atlanta really doing nothing. I like Penix, but
Yeah, I
I
don't see
know,
Atlanta
man.
doing nothing either.
Huh?
I don't see Atlanta doing nothing either. What about some
Yeah.
surprise teams that people not who we need to pay attention to?
Bucks. Dallas.
You think
Um,
Dallas could surprise people?
Now, when I say Dallas surprise, I ain't talking about like winning the Super Bowl. I talking about as far as being better than what people thinking they're gonna be. Like people, and I swear I hate sounding like a damn Dallas supporter, but people don't understand, bro. Like that get hurt last year. Like ain't like they take a step back because they been just trash. Like if you don't got a quarterback or you don't got somebody that can move the ball for you, like it makes it hard on the defense. And they got an opportunistic type defense. So like they rely on their offense like controlling the ball and moving that shit. So I know, man, I ain't gonna take nothing away from them. I understand they lose Micah, but I just feel like their defense gonna take a step back. Cool. But offensively, come on, man. Like they if they run it the right way, meaning that can't turn the ball over, meaning Pickens got to buy in, meaning CD got to stay healthy. I ain't talking about like he be missing a bunch of games or nothing, but like just being hampered throughout the game type shit. Like if they get a running game or if they get some sort of run, because you be real with it, they can just run a lot of screens, but they ain't part of the offense to try to make up for a running game. But I know, man. I think Dallas could be better than what y'all think.
Yeah, me too.
So
I don't
Dallas,
know
Bucks. I think
what
Minnesota gonna be trash.
to control the clock? You said Minnesota.
Yeah, I think them boys gonna be like a 500 type of team
You
this
think
year.
they should have let go of Darnold? They had to.
Yeah, they had to. They down that draft. Your boy, he gonna throw a bunch of picks this season.
So they had to.
I think Detroit. I think they're gonna take a step back. Maybe not like step back as far as like they're a 500 team, but I think they're gonna be like a 10-win team.
Yeah, Detroit look good, don't they?
Yeah, Detroit gonna look decent. They ain't gonna look as good as they look with their old coordinator because they got a new coordinator too. I think
I like Detroit.
who else? I think the Bengals gonna be the same. High octane offense can't stop a motherfucker.
Yeah, what's up with Cincinnati? They ain't got no defense.
Yeah, they ain't. I mean, they draft Shamal, so I mean, they got another outside of Trey Hendrickson, they got another pass rusher. But the problem will come in like on the back end.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I mean, offensively, like they gonna be able to score with anybody.
Yeah, the offense. What about my New York teams? What's up with the Jets and the Giants?
Shit, Jets are relevant. They're gonna have to run the ball at least 30,
You said the
35
Jets are relevant.
times.
What's up with Fields though? You don't think it's his time?
And I think that running quarterback shit don't work unless you can throw the ball to. It's like he Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts a better passer than him.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
how I
crazy
look at
having
that. Exactly how I
Fields.
look at them more. Like you don't mind putting the ball in their hand and telling them where to go, but it got to be moving the ball. You got to be able to have some sort of threat of you can throw a fucking deep dig or some shit like that. And then as far as the Giants or whatever, like I feel like the Giants gonna have a good defense, but the problem with the Giants is y'all gonna waste too much time with Russ. By the time Russ show y'all he ain't shit, y'all gonna be like 2-6 or some shit, and then y'all gonna go into like a late season run just to be like 6 and fucking 11 or something with Jackson Dart or whatever. But that's how I look at it. But the Giants gonna have a good defense. Well, let me take that back. I don't want to say they can have a good defense. They gonna have a good pass rush, and hopefully that help their back end because they got Adabo. They have signed him in free agency, so he should be a decent corner for them. Well, starting corner, he pay him more money, or whatever. And they ain't got a Dory Jackson no more on the other side because he was fully. I don't know who they got on the other side. I know they got Holiday from Dolphins. He all right, safety. But outside of that, yeah, they got a hell of a line. Dexter Lawrence, Abdul, Burns. I mean, shit, I don't know what happened last year, but I know he been a certain game. Like we had played against Washington a couple of times. Like shit, I don't even get a sack in either one of them games. But we threw a lot of chip blocks at them, so I know they could be straight though. It's just that quarterback situation, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, boy. Earlier with Dak, it's like you can say what you want to say about Dak, but ain't too much quarterbacks that you can trust like you can trust Dak in the league. So it's like, go ahead and let him go and go ahead and trade him. It's like you gonna be like all these other teams out here who ain't got no answer at quarterback. Look at the Jags. The Jags thought they had an answer at quarterback for the past X amount of years. They got to get that shit up. That Trevor Lawrence shit ain't going nowhere. Look at the Bears. Bears ain't never had a quarterback. They still looking for a quarterback. Caleb Williams ain't. I can say he ain't there because he can still improve now, but you could tell he feel more comfortable when it's chaos going on more so than playing within the pocket, playing within the system. Like he is too jittery to want to move. And then sometimes he hold the ball too long too.
Yeah, man. You listen. We're gonna find out. You know, the season about to start. It kicks off. You know, tomorrow we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I think we're gonna see a good game. Um, Definitely expect some kind of some kind of something from Flight Sports. We will have scores up. We all know it's an open panel. If you want to get on the chat, you want to discuss anything, that's always wide open for you. But nonetheless, listen, man, no panic. We're gonna pull back up tomorrow. I appreciate you for pulling up. No panic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see the football thing. I said, oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We're
I
gonna
said, I fuck
definitely
with
have a foot.
that.
Listen. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have a football presence in the NFL. Obviously, we had a Dion presence.
Right, right.
But now you see what's going on. All the Colorado guys scattered everywhere. It's a lot of things percolating in the NFL right now, and Flight Sports, we're gonna be covering all of it, most of it. You know how we do. So again, make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Holla at me, everybody. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Peace and love.